Jai Gurudev, yes, the Bangladesh is growing fast. How can the Bangladesh Taka be aligned with sustainability and spiritual integrity? Growth without balance causes stress. Sudarshan Kriya brings that balance. When breath becomes conscious, action becomes ethical. The Taka can reflect this consciousness through empowered leadership and value based education. Art of Living's village projects and stress relief workshops can ensure that Taka supports both economic and spiritual nourishment. The Lakshmi Humas, when done in villages and universities, bless the economic ecosystem. Upanyanam and Sayam Sadhana of level 1 and level 2 developmental clarity in youth, while Gayatri Japa as a daily rhythm can uplift the collective thought vibrations of Bangladesh. A taka that carries mantra in its pranic vibration becomes sacred currency, offering not just value but values. Nigeria has rich resources and vibrant youth. How can the Naira become a spiritually guided force? Nigeria's youth hold great promise, Sudarshan Kriya, and Yes Plus programs can transform restlessness into vision. Art of Living's trauma relief programs can heal communities affected by conflict. As individuals heals, the Naira reflect empowerment rather than exploitation. Peace becomes profitable when it begins within. Rudra Homas and Mahamrityunjaya Japa purify and protect the national energy field. Upanayam Sanskar can be customized as a path of inner awakening across traditions. Sandhya Vandanam Dal at sunrise aligns the Naira with the cosmic flow. A sacred economy rooted in Dharma makes the Naira a beacon for Africa's spiritual resurgence. Kenya is blessed with the natural beauty and spiritual potential. How can the Kenyan shilling become a tool for higher service? The Art of Living has worked in Kenya with the youth and rural communities. Sudarshan Kriya opens the heart and clears the mind, which leads to inspired dharmic action. A shilling used for seva becomes blessed. When leaders meditate, the economy shifts from corruption to compassion. Surya Homas during dawn rituals energize agriculture and industry. Upanyanam helps individuals and youth discover their higher role, while Gayatri Japa and Agni Karam, even if practiced once a weekly collectively, invite divine order. The Kenyan shelling, when linked to fire, prayer, and seva, becomes a current of sacred responsibility. Vietnam blends resilience with spiritual hunger. How can the Dong become a channel for peace and progress? Vietnamese youth are curious about wisdom and energy practice. Sudarshan Kriya Yoga is ideal. It brings lightness and emotional balance, while Padma Sadhana stabilizes that energy. With these practices, entrepreneurs and educators can channel the Dong toward mindful development, inner peace, and service. Durga Homa and Lakshmi Homas uplift the feminine and remove inner blocks. Gayatri Japa, if taught in schools and monasteries alike, will make Vietnam a land of enlightened thinking. Upanayana with conscious rites revives sacred duty. The dong then becomes an offering to the divine for a peaceful prosperity. Qatar is a well centered society. How can the Qatar Rial become wealth with wisdom? Material wealth without inner silence leads to burnout. Our silence retreats and Shakti Kriya program offer the needed stillness. Leaders who meditate make fairer, more compassionate decisions. The real, when earned and spent with awareness, becomes not a possession but the path to progress rooted in peace. Lakshmi Humas under moonlight and Vastu Pujas for new developments can bring auspicious growth. Gayatri Japa done by citizens and foreign workers aligns the real with a shared divine field. Upanayanam offered to future thinkers and builders anchors value. The Qatari real becomes a sacred stream of both progress and purpose. Chile is full of natural energy and evolving aspirations. How can the piso embody both growth and spiritual grounding? Chile's landscapes call for inward silence. Sudarshan Kriya helps residents harmonize with nature. Breath, water, sound workshops in rural zones reduce inner and outer drought. When citizens meditate, wealth becomes a flow, not a fight. The piso then expresses joy, contentment, and dharmic upliftment. Surya Humas align with Chile's solar and volcanic power. Upanyanam as a youth rite can awaken guardianship toward earth and economics. Gayatri Japa, when echoed in mountains, clears karmic fog. The piso infused with fire and mantra becomes a river of truth and sattva. Israel is a land of ancient prophecy and modern tension. How can the shekel become a symbol of unity and inner peace? True peace begins within. Sudarshan Kriya transcends ideology and breathes peace into even the most divided hearts. Trauma relief and youth programs can help Israel's shekel be spent in service, empathy, and shared strength. Meditation turns survival into spiritual sovereignty. Shanti, Humas, and Gayatri Japa are universal in nature and vibration. The shekel offered through sacred fire becomes a commitment to peace. Upanenam for truth seekers of any path can renew inner clarity. While Agni Karyam done in communal spaces shifts collective consciousness, the shekel becomes not just currency but a compassion in motion. Algeria is a land of cultural heritage and resilience. How can the Algerian dinar rise in purpose and positivity? Resilience is beautiful when merged with peace. Through Sudarshan Kriya, stress transforms into strength. When Algerian citizens engage in regular breath work, emotional cleansing occurs, leading to greater productivity and joyful living. The dinar then reflects a people who have not only survived but spiritually thrived. Rituals like Surya and Durga Homas invoke a divine grace for protection and vitality. Introducing Sandhya Vandanam in community spaces reconnects Algerians to cosmic rhythm. Gayatri Japa realigns the collective psyche towards Satya or truth and Shanti or peace. The dinar becomes a sacred law infused with the Vedic blessings. Jai Gurudev, Morocco is a vibrant crossroad of history. How can the dirham serve as a tool for conscious commerce? The dirham gains sacred meaning when its energy serves societal well being. Through meditation, yoga, and our Art of Living Happiness programs, people learn to give from fullness. In this way, each dirham becomes a seed of seva or selfless service, not just consumption. Morocco then leads by peaceful presence. Mahalakshmi Homas energize the currency with divine abundance, while Upanayam rites for youth instill dharmic awareness. Collective Gayatri Japa, especially by women and students, calls forth the inner wealth, the dhiram. Flowing through service and sadhana becomes divine exchange, not just money but punya or merit. The Tunisian dinar. Tunisia is an emerging voice of change. How can the dinar become a source of sattvic transformation? Tunisia's youth have enormous creative potential. Through Shakti Kriya and Yes Plus programs, we can channel energy into innovation or not agitation. When meditation is woven into education, economic revival becomes a side effect of inner clarity. The dinar becomes an instrument of progress, powered by prana. Agni homas in schools and universities bless the intellectual field. Gayatri Japa synchronizes human intent with divine will. Introducing Trikal Sandhya in daily life connects past, present, and future into a dharmic continuum. Tunisia's dinar, thus charged, reflects Satya, Tapas, and Growth. Jagadev.